Well, I'm sure you guys are super excited, man. The time for talk has officially ended, and the trade deadline has passed. And the Detroit Lions make the lone move of trading for defensive end Zadarius Smith, who, by the way, was probably one of the best, if not the best, pure edge rusher that was out there, whose names that we had heard. Myles Garrett, not moved. Max Crosby, not moved. I feel sorry for those guys. Trayvon Walker, not moved. It was fun to talk about. I can't believe Harold Landry and Arden Key did get moved as well. Teams decided to stand pat, and now we have what is going to be our team for the foreseeable future. Now, a couple things to note is we've got guys that are kind of coming into their own. Now, before we get started, I am going to ruffle a lot of feathers here. I'm going to give this trade purely based off of what we needed, a C+. Zadarius Smith is 32. I don't think he's washed, but here's the way I look at it. Have we won since Aiden has gone down? Yes. Can we continue to win? Yes. Can we beat a Super Bowl caliber team, a playoff caliber team when the time comes? We might be able to. Is Zadarius going to help that? Yes. Zadarius Smith is better than anybody we had rushing the passer, not when it comes to the edge, than anybody that we currently have. And that's including the practice squad guys, the undrafted guys, and Josh Pascal. He's better than those guys. So there's no shade there. But just in terms of moves or what we needed to do, we are, here's the way I look at the team. Aiden Hutchinson, if we're here, this is our level with Hutch. As far as rushing the passer, this was our level without Hutch. This is our level with, no, I feel like we're down here. A secondary person would have been great, but I also understand that it takes two to tango. It's not all up to Brad, and Brad did the best that he could from what we've seen. Now, could you argue that maybe you could have given up something for Azeez Ojulari? Yeah, you could have. Would I have given up a fourth? I don't know. As a basement general manager, I probably would have. Because now you're talking about another guy. So now you got, you can't replace Hutch, but you've got at least the bookend. That's what you have. Bookend, Zadarius on one end, then you have a Ojulari on the other. So I literally would have taken anyone. But again, I know what Brad Holmes, he can control what he controls. He can't control what the other team does. So now what happens now? Now we got to move forward. Now, somebody even in the comment section mentioned, could Matthew Betts come back? I mean, he could when the BC Lions are no longer in the playoffs and that season ends, because their season will be ending in 2 weeks. He could come to the Detroit Lions. I find that would have to be extreme, because this dude would have been playing for basically a year straight. He played the entire season, all 18 games in the CFL last season, came straight to Detroit Lions training camp, played in the preseason, went straight from there to the preseason back to the CFL. And like I said, rumor has it that it was a money thing, that he was offered a practice squad spot, but he made more money. Those guys make less than $20,000. I think it's like $16,000 a week or something like that. So overall, the Lions are a better team. That's what matters. But now, this is the part you're not going to like at all, right? C+, okay, we got that out the way. The reason I put the time for talk has come to an end. Dan Campbell said, we got our guys. He said we're going to poach practice squads. I believe him. So now there's no more trade talk. There's no more. Teams cannot move players if they're not cut. So the only way the Lions are going to gain any player is if they are waived or cut and they are acquired by our team. Outside of that, or they can go to a practice squad and get those teams there. So now we cannot make this team better with any outside people. If we get a guy, it's a practice squad guy or somebody that is cut. Josh Reynolds was cut, and he was a big deal. There are other players, we see it all the time, people that get cut. There are people that's 53-man rosters, people coming back from IRs that's going to have to create spots. Maybe that person is in there. Maybe the Detroit Lions go from there. It's at a point now that if For instance, Yannick Ngakoue, he plays for the Ravens. He was on the practice squad. He was elevated 2 games. This was a while ago. And then he was signed to the 53-man roster. If he was on the practice squad, we could go get him. Like, it doesn't matter who. We could literally get anyone, and we could make this team better. So it at this point doesn't matter who. But until that happens, we got to roll with the guys we have. And I'm glad Za'Darius is on this team because he makes this team better than it was last week. And we were already winning. We still have trouble getting to the quarterback. I do believe Za'Darius Smith fixes that to some extent. Can he do it by himself? So if you understand me, if you're following me, Hutchinson was, if Hutch was here, then I would be like, let's go. But he's not. And Za'Darius not going to replace him. The whole squad couldn't replace him. So the entire team on defense could not replace Aiden Hutchinson, something you just can't do. We're not even going to come close. But maybe we don't have to, and that's why the time for talk is over. Now it's time to put up or shut up. That's where we at. Whatever happens in the offseason happens in the offseason. I'm not in a rush to get there. We spend way too much time there as it is. As of this moment, we got 9 games to go. Right now, we have a 98% chance to make it to the playoffs, and I'm looking forward to that. And the number 1 seed, if we can get that, and 3 games to the Super Bowl. Well, we'll only have 2. We'll only have the divisional round, and then all of a sudden, we're in the NFC title game. So right now, that's where we're at. And I'm glad. I feel better about the team with Za'Darius than without. But overall, still a bit disappointed, not because of Max and all that stuff. That was fun. That was entertainment. And I feel sorry for him kind of because he's going to be stuck over there for a while. But I applaud the loyalty and stuff like that. He was for sale, no doubt, but the asking price was too high. They were, I guess, essentially holding him and Myles Garrett hostage. But it is what it is. Now, when they can get paid, they might not be what they're worth now. But that's not our problem. Our problem now is to make sure that we got the best team possible so we can get to the Super Bowl. And that's where I want the guys' focus to be. And if they can make this team better in any way possible, continue to make this team better, I'm all for it. I was hoping we got somebody else, but, we'll see. We'll see. It is what it is at this point. But it's a big contrast to last year. I meant what I said, man, that at this point, just get some guys. We got a guy. We got 1 guy. 2 would have been nice, but you never know, man. Something could be there on the other side. Just out of view, it could be somebody there. Maybe somebody. And like I said before, it literally has to be. It could be a practice squad dude. I would love if somebody got cut, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I don't know about you, but it's been fun. It's been a fun time. Channel has had massive growth. We're doing mad numbers over here. And now it's time to shift focus from the trade deadline to the Houston Texans, the rest of the division games. And now we're focused on that number 1 seed. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. What grade would you give A, B, C, D, E, F, plus, whatever it is? What would you give it in the comment section below? What move would you have liked to see? Are you disappointed? Are you not disappointed? How are you feeling? It's hard to be disappointed when you're winning. It really is. But you want to win it all, right? And the ride is cool, but winning the whole thing is what this is all about. And now the Lions are going to have to finish it. That's it. So I'm cool. I'm cool, man. I told y'all I was going to be cool. I told you I was going to be cool, man. We got a guy. Even if we didn't get a guy, I was still going to be cool. I was just going to be like, okay, Brad, let me see. Because like I said, I don't got to run the team. This gets old after a while. If you can't go all the way, now if the Lions become the Chiefs, now we talking. But if they become the San Francisco 49ers, then you're talking about people getting fired. I'm just saying, right? So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. We are at the making of this video. Check this out. I want to show y'all this because I didn't get to show you this before. We are. Wow. Okay, then. Check this out. At the making of this video, it'd be so cool if this changes while you guys are watching. This is our current subscriber count, 24,896. 96 subscribers. We are on a push to get to 25,000. We didn't make it by the trade deadline, but we very well will be there by Sunday against the Houston Texans. Who knows, man? By the time you're seeing this video, I could be there. So I want to say thank you, man, and appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Cannot you allow me to do what I do, man. So shout out to everybody else out there. Tell me how you feel in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. So take care of yourself and each other and make smart decisions. Not like not paying $2,500 to ride on a Greyhound that the bathroom doesn't work. And as always, go Lions.